Peace to the gods and goddesses out here, man. You already know who it is. It's your boy bringing you that powerful information every day, if possible. This lecture right here that I'm about to give to you, man, is basically showing you, and to be honest with you, man, I wasn't really even going to talk about this because of the simple fact, man, it's certain shit that I really don't delve into. But when I seen a motherfucking video the other day about this nigga Nature Boy, and he got his BM in the hospital. Then I hear news that these motherfuckers done ran out the hospital, didn't pay your bill, probably took your baby, got your baby, a newborn baby, out in the motherfucking world, out in the jungle and shit, not getting the proper, care that the baby need. I just had to speak on this shit. But in the sense of that, I want to give y'all some insight of how Nature Boy and his cult coincides sort of like with how the NOI did with their cult. Now, we all, I guess Young Pharaoh been bombing on this nigga for the past few months and shit about like everything that's been going on with him and, brainwashing females to be able to come over and join his cult, and excuse me, fucking them and then passing them off to one of his homies that's there. We also see an effect that if one of his homies don't really coincide with what he's saying, or if anybody in that fact don't coincide with what he's saying, that he already will leave them in the jungle, like how they did his homeboy. They took him to the hotel, got him drunk, left. He wake up, he don't even know what to do. He's stranded somewhere. Now that shit right there, that's fake and fraud. And what I want to tell you is basically how that kind of coincides in what we seen with the NOI. Like take for instance, you remember Malcolm X. He went across the seas. He went to the Mecca. He seen that it was white Muslims there who welcomed him in with open arms, who saw the movement that he was doing and seeing all the things that he was bringing to the table and how he was preaching for to be equal with the people that with his oppressors that's here in America, while them in their own sense want to be equal with America too. So they, he met with the Turkish people and stuff, and how can I say, they welcome with open arms. Next thing you know, he get back to here. He's not preaching, oh, that white man is the devil shit. He preaching that we just need equality by any means necessary. And that we all need to get on the same page and work together to make the nation great. Not just the white nation, but the black nation also. And Farrakhan them, they wasn't going for that. Elijah, he wasn't going for that. So what they do? They cut him out of the loop. They set him up to get shot. They set him up to get killed. You get what I'm saying? All because he wasn't going with the rules that they wanted him to go with. All because he wasn't on the same mindset that they was on. And now you see today, you got Farrakhan joining up with the Jews, joining up with the Scientologists, trying to get people to sign on to them and become part of their movement. But let's say all of these years back, you got mad at Malcolm for doing the same thing. And he wasn't trying to get you to join no other cult and have them implanting shit all up inside your body. Come on, man. Let's be honest. So what I'm basically trying to say is, the rule of cults is when you join a cult, you have to follow everything that they basically bring it to you. Whatever you was dealing with while you was in your past life in the effect of living and doing the things that you was doing before you came to that movement, you have to let that shit go. That goes for family. That goes for friends. That goes for money. That goes for your house. That goes for your car. That goes for any effect that you had that was in your pastime You have to let that shit go in order to be with them. And that shit ain't cool. You got all these people talking to this dude, giving him all of their money, and I'm talking about Nature Boy, giving him all their money while he's sitting up here with computers, laptops, phones, and all of that shit, while these motherfuckers got his shit outside. He living in the motherfucking house while these motherfuckers outside taking shits in the motherfucking woods. And how all y'all supposed to be in nature, how all y'all supposed to be free, and you using phones, and you using laptops. How? You buying motherfucking restaurant food, but you supposed to be living in nature. I thought living in nature is living off the ground that you sleeping on. Going to the trees, picking out fruit. Hunting for animals if meat is what you eat. Let's be honest here. What that nigga doing ain't living in no motherfucking nature. And what I really have a problem with is how you gonna sit up there and have your shorty have a baby and then run out with the baby. You supposed to at least let the baby be nurtured while it's in the hospital, man, before you take that baby out to the world where it can contract any type of disease or, anything. Just because it's hot in the daytime in Mexico don't mean that it's always hot at night. If you so-called sleeping outside, which I know you're not doing, but let's take for example, if you sleeping outside. You got that baby out there, a newborn baby that's only a couple of days old, sleeping outside with you. What if that baby end up with pneumonia? What if that baby end up with a whole list of sicknesses? What you gonna do then? Not to mention, we got pictures of the other shorty with a baby looking like the baby was dead. Like the baby wasn't even moving. Come on now. Where they do that at? How can you say that you love your child if you will put your child in a predicament that could hurt them? I got 2 daughters. One 14, one about to be 4. I wouldn't dare put neither one of them in a predicament that could harm them. If it's too cold outside, my daughter ain't going. Anything, shit, I feel like that way with my BM, with my wife. So how can you call yourself a man and you willing to let your child sleep out in the motherfucking cold? How can you call yourself a man when you won't give your child the proper treatment to make sure that when your child does come home, I've never seen a child come home in a day, the next day after they was born. That shit just don't work like that. The child is usually in the hospital for a couple of days. And first of all, wait. Let's back this shit up. I thought you said you don't fuck with the hospital. I thought you said you don't fuck with doctors. So why is your baby being born in the hospital? If your shorty's in pain, why is she going to the hospital? Ain't you supposed to be the medical doctor? Don't you got the cure? You say one thing and then do another. But never mind that. Even so, you took your child to the hospital to be born. You said your shorty was feeling all types of pain and the bladder was blocking the baby. Okay, I get that. You took her to the hospital. Why the fuck would you take your child out the next day? Why would you leave the hospital and not pay your bill? And you got other and that's my problem with some of you people in the world today. I'm not paying no bill for you. If you sat up there and took your child out the hospital on your own accordance, on your own free will, if they ain't kick you out that hospital and you left on your own, I ain't helping you with shit. You got people sitting up here paying his motherfucking hospital bill. For what? Are you stupid? This dude must know some type of spell because he be having people wrap the fuck up. You got this motherfucker sitting up here and, peace to Pharaoh, man, because Pharaoh was bombing on this man for a while. He was bombing on this man for a minute. And the thing is that, and you know, even though this is my first video, I could have been released a video about it, but I chose not to because at the end of the day, it really didn't have anything to do with me. And the only reason why I'm releasing the video right now is because I feel that you putting a child in danger by having a child living in the wild with you without the proper care that the child needs. You get what I'm saying? So that's some fraud shit. But why the fuck is a lot of people still adhering and listening to what this dude is saying? That he and Young Pharaoh done brought this, show receipts of this dude talking about he got AIDS. Why the fuck would you still go out there? You got point blank evidence right there stating that this man talk about that he done slept with multiple people that claimed that they had HIV. I'm not taking a chance. There's no way in this world, son, I'm about to take a chance with a female. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if she the greatest doctor in the world. I'm still not taking a chance with you. I'm not going to put my life at risk. I'm not going to act like something that is a part of the mind that I see destroy people every day. You get what I'm saying? You see the changes in this man. This man, the Young Pharaoh man, that had countless of women talk about, yo, that's not how that kid looked when I was with him. That's not how he looked when he was out in Atlanta. That's not how he looked when he was out here in Texas, Tennessee, whatever the fuck he was at. Something's wrong. You could tell from his pictures he done lost weight, got all types of skin diseases all over his motherfucking face. Come on, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? And this is the man that y'all want to follow? This is the man that you adhering to and taking orders from? And them sucker niggas that's out there living with this dude, letting him scrape on your shorty and bring her back to you, nutted up inside of her? Come on, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Niggas walking around smelling like who shot John. Smelling like a dead fucking body. Who the fuck does that, man? Ain't using no soap, washing up with just water. No deodorant, no nothing. Fuck is wrong with y'all, man? While he's chilling up in the house, chilling. Ordering food. Ordering Chinese. This nigga ordering Chinese food while y'all niggas out there eating leaves and shit. Y'all niggas is bozos. Y'all niggas is stupid. Same thing that goes with the NOI, man. It's no different. Where how Elijah Muhammad sat up there and had all of these people, all of these women having babies for him, denying it. Not only that, sleeping with underage shorties and denying it, having them pregnant, moving them far away to different cities and different towns and different states. So they couldn't call him on the bullshit that he was doing. Come on, man. Who the fuck does that? What you're joining is a cult. And you too stupid that you letting the shit ride. There's no way I'm going to let you do that shit in front of me and not speak up. Or check you personally for what you doing. If it's real, it's real. If it's fake, it's fake. Real recognize fake and real recognize real. It goes for anything that you doing. So why the fuck is a whole bunch of people sitting up there paying this kid's hospital bills and you know that he putting his child in danger? You should have let that bill go unnoticed and get noticed by the hospital and let them come looking for that motherfucker so they could take that baby to get the proper care that it deserves. What you just did gave him a scapegoat to have that baby in harm's way. There's no way I would have did that. There's no way that I'm putting a little innocent child in danger. You get what I'm saying? So get on notice in what you think and what you doing, because what you doing is fraud. Get on what you think you may be thinking that you doing the baby good, but you really doing the baby harm. I would have had them motherfuckers searching for that nigga. Where the fuck this nigga at? Because ain't no way in this motherfucking world, son, I'ma accept you taking your child out of good care to bring it into a bad situation. Knowing that the people that's around you handle disease, molesters, and all types of shit. Where the fuck do y'all mind be at? It's time to grow up, people. All this dude doing is giving black people a bad name, saying that black people is gullible and stupid. And y'all letting this nigga rock. Get on your job, man, and stop supporting that kid. I'm not going to support somebody that's going to put their child in danger. You already know, man. Peace and blessings, man, to the gods and goddesses. Y'all have a good night.